Thanks for tuning in. I'm Donnie, and today I'm going to talk about WP Xplor Forks and some upgrade options you may be interested in. WP Xplor Forks first came out in 2017 on many different KTM and Husqvarna bikes. KTM, XCW, and EXC, as well as Dual Sport and other models have Xplor Forks. Husqvarna TE and FE models have Xplor Forks, as well as many of the new generation gas cast bikes, so these forks are very common. WP Xplor Forks are open chamber spring forks that operate on a split system, with each fork performing a different function. The left fork handles compression damping and the right fork handles rebound damping. While the internals of these forks are a very basic design, they work well for many people in a variety of situations. However, some people reach the limits of the fork design and want a little better performance. In my case, on my 2018 KTM 250 XCW, these forks worked really well for me for a couple of years when I was relatively new to riding and just started racing hairscreen. I started running into a few issues, mainly with the very narrow adjustment range on the compression side. The rebound clicker on the right side seems to have adequate adjustment, but the compression side just didn't change very much when turning the clicker. I talked about this with Steve at Fastlap Racing Suspension. I decided to convert these forks over to the MX Tech Gen 1 Lucky Kit. The Lucky Kit retails for $980 and replaces all the internal workings of the forks, including valving and springs. This kit has rebound and compression adjustment on both fork legs and greatly increases your ability to adjust the fork to the conditions. The Lucky Kit also has a hook valve set up to resist bottoming out. I'm really happy with the Lucky Kit conversion and allows me to adjust my forks for different conditions. Now I can increase my compression damping when riding sandy areas and decrease it for tight single track, etc. The clickers are able to make significant changes to the forks, and I really like having that wide range of adjustment. My son Chase rides a 2019 Husqvarna TE 150. His bike came with the WP Xplor Forks as well. His forks were always strangely harsh. They absorbed small bumps well, but once they got through the first few inches of travel, they became really harsh. Again, with the very narrow adjustment range on the compression side, there just wasn't much we could do to take the harshness out of the forks. In discussing this with Steve, he told me about a new option that he's calling the XCop Kit. That stands for the Xplor Cartridge option. Steve used to be a police officer, so the name is fitting, but the XCop Kit is about a third of the price of the Gen 1 Lucky Kit. The XCop Kit is very similar to the Lucky Kit in that it converts the forks to have rebound and compression adjustments on both fork legs and allows a wide range of adjustment depending on preference and riding conditions. This setup is also very resistant to bottoming out, and Chase has been really happy with it. We really should have done it sooner because the original Xplor Forks had bent shims that we didn't know about until Steve disassembled the forks, and that could have been contributing to the harshness. Both the Lucky Kit and the XCop Kit are both excellent options if you're looking for better performance from your Xplor Forks. Fastlap Racing Suspension has been doing all my suspension work for the past couple of years. Steve and his crew did a great job, so give them a call if you're considering suspension work. They offer a full range of nationwide suspension service. I'll include the Fastlap contact info in the video description. If you have questions, feel free to leave those in the comments, and it helps me out greatly if you hit that like button. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Dad. Dad. Do it again. My camera wasn't on.